How's it going, everyone? My name is Silver Gilly, and today we are back with another Frostborn survival video. So today in this video, we're gonna be doing Odin's first floor. I've been doing, I posted a video back then of me clearing the lobby, but I never did show you guys how exactly I clear first floor of Odin's solo. So what I like to do is, as you can see, I think I over-prepared. I'm not really sure. I feel like I brought too much stuff that I'm not going to need. So, you don't have to go Illusionist 3. Most of the classes that I'm going to be using here are level 1 class. I'm not going to be using the Fire Mage. We're going to be using Pathfinder, Assassin 1, Pathfinder 1, Illusionist 2, and Rogue 1. And our main weapon here would be the Fire Dagger. Of course, you don't have to use this Fire Dagger. It just makes it easier as a solo player. If you're a 4-man or 3-man, with spears, some salves, or even support staffs, you could clear this no sweat. So we're just going to switch to Berserk. Oh yeah, those are the class I'm going to be using. Berserk 1. Oh wait. I realized that that's something new, actually. I remember that swords don't have a class back then. Like, they don't count as heavy weapons back then, but now you could use, apparently, the melee class with the swords, which would actually make a lot more sense. Back then, I was wondering why I couldn't use swords with the melee class. So yeah, these are the stuffs that I'm going to bring. I'm also going to be speeding up a lot of these things since they either take a lot of time or they're not that important, in my opinion. And I feel like I'm not going to be using all of these. Okay, so these should be the last guy. If you are if you're doing the Odin's first time, do remember that you don't have to have a purple weapon. You don't have to have a blue weapon. Even with greens, you could do Odin's. I'm just using purples and blues as it would actually be a lot faster, as well as using Instigator armor for that extra damage. Okay, so you don't want to lure two of these guys. When you're trying to deal, when you're doing Odin solo, what you want to do is lure them out one by one. Because if you try to face them all at once, it would be nearly impossible. Wait. Okay, so they said, okay, so I guess I'll have to leave for now. I think we're going to Druids. I'll see you again after I finish. So I just got back from doing the Druids. It's probably that video will probably come out as first, as I don't usually edit that much stuff when it comes to PvP clips. It's usually just short bursted clips for about 2 minutes or 3. It's, oh yeah, you might notice I have a Grey Cutter with me. I was actually scared that I might need it. It's just in case that if the Fire Dagger breaks or is near to breaking, I'm going to switch to that Grey Cutter. But I don't think I would even need to use it. Because most of the things that I'm just going to be using is these melee weapons, this dagger that degrades the defense, and the Fire Dagger. And other than that, if everything goes well, I don't think I have to switch to the Poison Bow. Oh my god, the lag! Why? I've noticed this for like the past couple of years. Days. The lag in this server is insane. Like, For a server with a very low population, it has a stupidly ridiculous lag. You might have watched the video already. The video where we went to Druids, that was the video where we were lagging like crazy. Like, why? Like, dude, it's stupid. Why are we lagging in a zone that has like super low population? I don't have a problem with my internet, so we're going to reset these guys. The reason why I want to reset these guys is so that I could lure the archer far enough without attracting the mage. Like I said earlier, we want to deal with all of them one at a time. If we try to engage them if there are too many, we'll basically get wrecked. Because if you're a newbie, if you didn't know, enemies at Odin's, of course there's an easy mode now, but I'm going with the standard mode, which is probably the best since easy mode sucks. The loot sucks. It's probably decent if you're trying to improve, but I don't... Whoa, wait. Did you see that? Why did he aggro? I didn't even... we're doing so much. Well, I guess we could deal with them. Sorcerers aren't much of a problem since they have that little time, they do that skill, which basically we have enough time to deal with them. So what I was saying was, in Odin's, the enemies are going to be a lot tougher. They do a lot more damage, they do a lot more health compared to normal enemies that you would see in zones and other stuff. So do take that into account. And if you're a newbie player, I do suggest trying to practice it a bit. I remember doing it the first time, I died like a lot of times. Also, if you're a newbie, don't clear every room. You don't have to clear every room. Because it takes too much time and it's ridiculous, it's stupid, it's not gonna help. So this giant is almost dead. As you can see, we haven't even used the poison bow. I just realized that we might not actually need all these simple bows that I brought with me. I have like 3 green bows, and I'm Pathfinder 1 with Instigator gear. So what I was saying about, I think, room clearing? I think that was what I was saying before I had to cut with the music and stuff. I mean, it's not bad to clear some of these. There are certain rooms where there are no enemies, but if you want to clear all of them, I mean that's fine. But if you want to clear every single room, do that when you have killed the boss. That way, it would be a lot more efficient. It would be a lot more quicker in a sense, at least. Since if you try to clear as much room, it would take you like almost forever to get to the boss. If you try to clear every single room, and it's not efficient. The reason why is why you want to clear everything out before killing all of them, so that you can do the firebomb trick. Anyway, let's go back here. We're gonna lure this guy, use assassin, boom, degrade his defense, and boom, and speed up. Okay, we just did a stupid oopsie. I did not do that correctly. I did not do that correctly. I just noticed something. You know, ever since the update came out, for some reason, the drop rate of the pendants just became lower and lower. As you can see, we have not even found a single gold pendant, silver. But no gold. Like, why? What happened to the gold pendants? I remember saying back then that the number of gold pendants was almost ridiculous compared to the silver. Now, the gold pendant drop is stupidly low. Like, why? We're in standard mode and the loot is trash, people. The loot is absolute garbage. I just realized, like, you know how some videos in their commentaries relate to what they're doing at the present moment, and I'm just here like saying a bunch of random stuff about, well, anyway. So this room would probably be one of the hardest parts in the first floor. Compared to the boss, well, not probably as hard because this one has like so many enemies. Like I said before, we want to kite everything one at a time. But the best thing, or the first thing you want to kite out, is the archer. That way, without the archer, it won't lure as much enemies. You want to go to this side of the wall, as you can see. So we could lure him out. And then use assassin class. If you're a 4-man team, what you could do is 3 guys could wait in this side of the wall where I waited, where I used the wall trick. Then 1 guy would lure the others away. So we're going to deal with the giant now. We'll do this again, slowly, then just lure him out. And basically, that's just what we're going to do to every single enemy. The only time we're going to be using the bow is to giants, any giants that gets in our way, so we could kite them out. Okay, so the only thing we have left to kill is this guy, and he is down. Like, holy moly, for some reason, seriously, are you seeing this, guys? Like, Wow, no gold pendants. No gold pendants. Why? Why? See, as you can see, to be honest, Odin's isn't that hard. It might take you a longer time if you're not using purples and you are solo, but if you are a team, you could go a lot quicker than how I did it. Not to mention I seriously messed up a lot. So what we're going to do, most of the time you're just going to be wall tricking them. Of course, strategies do depend on each floor. For example, the forge. Oh wait, we actually got a gold pendant. I didn't realize that. For example, the forge. It's going to be a lot difficult. You can't wall trick everything. You have to reset. You're going to be resetting a lot in the forge instead of wall tricking them, and you're going to be kiting a lot of giants. And there's also two bosses at the forge. Yeah, compared to like the first floor here, you just have to deal with like the necromancer. In the forge, you have to deal with two bosses, the golem and the whisperer. The whisperer drops the fire axe, while the golem drops the firebow and the fire dagger that I'm using right now. So we're going to be kiting this guy, but first we're going to be resetting him. Now you might be wondering, why not just kite him instead? Now the reason why I'm doing that is, I'm going to be using my fire dagger first, so we get that extra damage, so it will go a lot faster. And we would deal like 300 more damage. As you can see, boom, extra 325 damage. Then we start kiting him at this point on. Now, one tip that I'm going to tell you guys is, you might have noticed how, we're just going to wall trick him here. You notice how I like to run around like almost the entire place. But this time, we're just going to stick to this area since it's big enough and we could kite him around here instead. So we're just going to, this area right here is basically our friend. It's going to be one of the best places to kite giants after you clear the area. And we are almost done. Wow, this is literally the fastest that I have probably cleared Odin's. Not gonna lie, you wanna know how much it takes me like back then? It literally takes me 2 hours back then to clear just the first floor. And I was wondering back then, how do people clear this in just a matter of minutes, in a matter of less than an hour, where it literally takes me back then like 2 hours. But now I realize, apparently if you have good gear, it literally just is a lot faster. So like I said, we're going to be using this room. We're just gonna kite him around, playing with him a little bit. Okay, I got hit. You don't want to get hit, especially by stone giants. The one thing that I've noticed about the giants is the easiest to kite would probably be the wood giant. They're like, their area of effect skill is like this round thing, and if you're a pathfinder, you could easily get bonus damage compared to a stone giant that uses its skill in a straight line that could literally one hit you and stun you at the same time if you get hit. And a giant hermit, not gonna lie, is a lot harder as well, since he's not going to use his skill until he hits you at least 3 times, and then the 4th time he's going to use his skill. So we can't really get that extra damage and that standby motion where, yeah, you basically get the point. So we're just going to switch to rogue. Did we switch to rogue or assassin? Since the only enemies we're going to be dealing are weak draugrs, right? Weak draugrs. These guys are weak draugrs, right? Weak draugrs. Yep, weak draugrs. So attack this guy and one hit this guy. Boom. Easy, boy. Easy. So far, we have only gotten 1 gold. Ooh. Okay, so level said something. Ooh, full plate in a Grey Clan. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we're gonna switch to bows again. We're almost done and we barely use any of these weapons. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so giant down. The only thing we have to worry about is some small guys and the necromancer. The necromancer is probably one of the easiest parts. It's the easiest boss, one of the easiest boss here at Odin's, since you could just use a wall trick on him. I've already done a video on how to defeat the necromancer. Compared to that video, this would probably take in like 6 minutes or so. Like seriously. 6 minutes or less. Since I've just been clearing this thing so quickly. Like it's insane. It is insane. Okay, so we're just gonna open this. We're going to be... I don't think we're even going to use the Grey Clan. We haven't even used the Poison Bow. So the reason why we want to get to... We're going to be using Rogue is so that we could get that extra damage when he's turned around and he's using that skill. So the combo would be... When he's turned around, we switch to Piercing Dagger. Then strike him 2 or 3 times maybe with the Fire Dagger. Which would probably deal around 90 plus damage, who knows. So we're just gonna run here, this area around here. Yeah, this area. Then we're just gonna wait him and basically just play around and stuff. So boom, boom. Okay, so 2 hits, not 3 hits. I got hit like when I tried to hit him the 3rd time. Okay, so he is almost dead, and I just realized I edited this video, alright? The loot was crap, by the way. So, edited this video and, well, yeah, as you can see, it's still sped up. But, anyway, that won't stop us. So, if you guys like this video, do leave a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.